Good evening and welcome, friends. The fact that you're watching News Sunday shows how seriously you take what's happening around you and in the country. So let's have an engaging 1 hour of news conversation. There has been a high-profile killing in Mumbai. Baba Siddique was shot dead last evening while on way out from his office in Bandra. The fact that he was a leader of the NCP Ajit Pawar faction, which is part of the ruling Mahayuti government in Maharashtra, raises some questions about law and order. There is another development more important for the pole-bound state's politics. Uddhav Thackeray all but staked claim to be the chief minister face of the MVA, which has Congress and NCP Sharad Pawar faction as allies. In his Dasara rally at Shivaji Maidan yesterday, a clip of the moment of his 2019 oath-taking ceremony was played to underscore the message to the allies. This comes at a time when the Congress has egg on its face, having lost Haryana, which was their election to lose, at least as per the exit polls. Seems even the India allies are taking Congress in a pincer. Also, known farmers' protests face Gurnam Singh Chaduni of the Bharatiya Kisan Union has slammed the Congress for failing to win Haryana, despite the hawa or atmosphere they created in favor of the party. In saying so, Chaduni has called the bluff of the narrative which was projected around the farmers' protests, that those were organic and rooted in genuine concern about farmers' lives. If you listen to him, it would become clear that what passed off as farmers' protests was actually part of a grand plan to dislodge the BJP and nothing else, and in any case, not achieve farmers' welfare. We'll discuss that in second half. Let me get to the headlines now. Mumbai police have identified 4 accused or suspects in the Baba Siddique murder case, out of which 2 are already in custody and taken on remand. A funeral procession of Baba Siddique started from his residence in Bandra. He will be laid to rest with full state honours. Republic has accessed remand note of both the accused. Police has recovered 2 pistol magazines, Aadhaar cards and mobile phones from the accused as per the document.
मैं ये मानता हूँ कि जो भूपेंद्र हुड्डा है वो अति बुद्धिहीन है। हरियाणा में जो माहौल बनाया कांग्रेस के पक्ष में वो हमने बनाया।
Chadani claims that farmers created favourable atmosphere for the Congress in Haryana. He also blames Bhupender Hooda for the defeat. Dodging the question on the MVA CM face, Shiv Sena UBT chief Uddhav Thackeray has said the MVA will announce chief minister candidate provided that Eknath Shinde-led government discloses their CM face first. All right, a fierce contest is brewing within the Maha Vikas Aghadi as Congress and Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena vie for the chief ministerial position, with both parties seeking to assert their dominance ahead of the upcoming assembly elections. Tensions are mounting over the selection of a CM face. Uddhav, leveraging his past leadership role, aimed to reclaim his position during his Dasara speech yesterday, while the Congress weighs its influence in the coalition, and that even as NCP Sharad Pawar would of course want their leader, if not Sharad Pawar, perhaps Supriya Sule, to take the lead. As the MVA grapples with internal disagreements, the stakes are really high. Let's look at those details, and then I come back for a conversation on what it means for Maharashtra politics.
Underlying tensions over a lack of consensus on a CM face are threatening to come to the fore, even as Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar sought to project a united face. Before his customary address on the Sehra, Shiv Sena UBT Supremo Uddhav Thackeray had a clip of his swearing in under the MVA rule play for party supporters.
छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराजांना वंदन करून
The clip is being seen as Uddhav's attempts to push his case to return as CM.
उद्धव बाळासाहेब ठाकरे ईश्वर साक्ष शपथ घेतो की
However, Sharad Pawar has already ruled out going into the upcoming assembly elections with a CM face. The apparent lack of consensus over the CM face prompted a jab from the Mahayuti, which dared the opposition to combine to come out with its face for the elections. To this, Uddhav responded on Sunday saying since the Mahayuti, being the ruling alliance, should name its CM face first and then the MVA will follow with theirs.
भाजपची एवढी दयनीय अवस्था झालेली आहे की त्यांना चोरांना आणि गद्दारांना नेता म्हणून मानावं लागतंय. त्यांच्या नेतृत्वात ते निवडणूक लढणार आहेत का? पहिला महायुतीचा चेहरा येऊ द्या, आमच्याकडे चेहरे आहेत.
Even as Uddhav sends out broad feelers to the MVA amid jockeying for CM, are the NCP and Congress ready to play the junior alliance partners going into the elections?
All right, joining me, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Sameer Chowgaonkar, senior journalist. He's someone who has written a book on the Shiv Sena split. He's joining us live from Delhi. He has long experience of covering Maharashtra politics. Also joining us, Gyanendra Mishra, political analyst. He leans towards the Congress party, joining us live from Delhi. As also Anish Gawande, national spokesperson of the NCP Sharad Pawar group. Live from Pune tonight. And Sanju, typically I begin with opposition side and not the ruling dispensation, but you happen to be in a position where you have to defend what has happened last night in Maharashtra. Keep your answer brief because our main focus is on the Maharashtra politics. But what is the law and order situation? After all, Baba Siddique was an alliance partner leader, and your government is giving him a state funeral. He had expressed threat to his life and yet he was killed. Sanju, what's about the law and order in Maharashtra?
You know, first and foremost, my condolences to the kith and kin of Baba Siddique. What happened is very unfortunate, but be that as it may. And you know, this is a highly unpopular opinion, but I'll go so far as saying that one swallow does not maketh a summer. The law and order situation overall in Maharashtra is absolutely kosher, with the crime conviction rate at more than 62%, the best that it has ever been in the last so many decades. There was a time when the likes of, Riaz Bhati, a famous gangster, Shakil Sheikh, Afzal Ghulam Sheikh, these are all underworld operatives. They used to run amok in Mumbai, Maharashtra. There was a time when the likes of Iqbal Musa used to attend Uddhav Thackeray's rally, and Uddhav Thackeray used to mollycoddle the likes of Iqbal Musa in full public glare. And for this lot, led by Uddhav Thackeray, the likes of Sharad Pawar, the likes of Rahul Gandhi, for them to actually be questioning the credibility of Maharashtra's law and order is absolutely hypocritical, to put it mildly. Don't forget that, if today you have somebody like Ibrahim Kaskar behind bars, it is thanks to the double-engine sarkar of Narendra Modi, Devendra Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde. I just want to tell one thing to the opposition without being verbose. This is the same lot which has not yet chosen to even condemn, castigate or express regret or remorse about the fact that for the longest time, doctors in Bengal are on strike post the unfortunate RG medical.
They've done that. CPM is protesting. CPM is protesting. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary of the Congress is protesting. But
they've woken up too late in the day. They've woken up too late in the day. Now because they realize that their backs are to
okay, let's not go to Bengal. Let's not go to Bengal. Let's stay focused on Maharashtra. Sanju, you got your answer. You gave your answer, and people would judge whether the law and order situation is exactly what you say. But Sameer Chowgaonkar, you are a close watcher of Maharashtra politics. What do you make out of the playing of pictures from 2019 oath-taking ceremony of Uddhav Thackeray when he was giving his Dashara speech yesterday from Shivaji Maidan, Sameer?
देखिए, अगर अभिषेक, अगर कल उद्धव ठाकरे का दशहरे का जो संबोधन हुआ, अगर हम उसको ध्यान से देखेंगे तो 3 बातें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट आती है उसके अंदर। उद्धव ठाकरे ने पूरे भाषण में कहीं भी कांग्रेस का जिक्र नहीं किया, अपने पूरे भाषण में शरद पवार का जिक्र नहीं किया, और कहीं भी उन्होंने इस भाषण में ये नहीं कहा कि शरद पवार और कांग्रेस के साथ मिलकर हम सरकार बनाने जा रहे हैं। उद्धव ठाकरे ने जो शपथ ग्रहण हुआ था वो बहुत बड़े डिस्प्ले पे बताया और ये संदेश देने की कोशिश की है कि अगर महागठबंधन की सरकार आती है तो उद्धव ठाकरे मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे। लेकिन शरद पवार बोल चुके हैं, कांग्रेस कह चुकी है कि अभी उद्धव ठाकरे मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा नहीं है, हम चुनाव लड़ेंगे और उसके बाद तय करेंगे कि मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा। 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव में जो कांग्रेस को 13 सीटें मिली है, उद्धव ठाकरे से बड़ी पार्टी बनकर उभरी है, और जिस तरीके से शरद पवार ने प्रदर्शन किया है तो शरद पवार की भावनाएं भी हिल्लोरे ले रही है कि मैं नहीं तो मेरी बेटी मुख्यमंत्री बन सकती है। नाना पटोले को लग रहा है कि मैं मुख्यमंत्री बन सकता हूँ, वहाँ और नेताओं को लग रहा है कि हम मुख्यमंत्री बन सकते हैं। उद्धव ठाकरे बार बार बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा घोषित करके महाराष्ट्र के विधानसभा चुनाव में जाना चाहिए। कांग्रेस ने और शरद पवार ने बहुत स्पष्ट बना कर दिया है। संजय राउत दिल्ली आए थे, उनके साथ उन्होंने मीटिंग की केसी वेणुगोपाल के साथ, राहुल गांधी से मिले, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे से मिले, लेकिन कांग्रेस ने स्पष्ट कर दिया है कि मुख्यमंत्री का कौन होगा यह चुनाव के बाद के समीकरण तय करेंगे। यह बता रहा है कि महागठबंधन के अंदर मुख्यमंत्री को लेकर किस तरह का खींचतान चल रही है, और अभी तो सीटों का बंटवारा भी नहीं हुआ है।
Okay, let me get in Anish also before I go to the Congress leading panelist for the Congress view, because the Congress is going to get a lot of arrows on this. Anish, I saw some reaction coming in from you when Samir was narrating the events of past fortnight or month insofar as Maharashtra politics is concerned. But my focus is the comments made by Uddhav Thackeray and the analysis that Samir gave about subtle messaging between the lines. If you read, he did not say he would become chief minister, but he effectively staked claim to be the CM face of the MVA. You think that understanding is there within the alliance that yes, maybe Uddhav would take on the baton if at all the MVA comes to power?
Firstly, thank you very much for having me on your show. Sameerji, you're a senior journalist, but I have to laugh when you make such statements. Because the reality is that at least the Maha Vikas Aghadi is united enough to have a press conference together. And we had one. When is the last time the Mahayuti has had a press conference together? Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar walks out of cabinet meetings early before landmark proposals are signed. At the Lakhpati Didi event, there's only Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis with Chief Minister Eknath Shinde on stage with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Sometimes they call it a triple engine sarkar, sometimes they call it a double engine sarkar. We don't know whose Ladki Bahin scheme is it. Is it Maji Ladki Bahin for Ajit Pawar ji, or is it Mukhyamantri Maji Ladki Bahin? And on the third end, you've got Devendra Fadnavis ji, who still keeps saying me Puna Yain, although that's gotten a little subdued. So the real question is not on the Maha Vikas Aghadi's side. I think the question has been cleared fairly easily with the press conference that happened today and with multiple statements that have been made, that the Chief Ministerial face will be decided after the elections. But the challenge has been placed in front of the Mahayuti. If they are so confident and if they're making these demands upon the opposition, they should go ahead and announce their own CM face. The tri-party alliance, which seems on the verge of breaking at every minute, has not been able to have the guts to announce their own CM face. So with what face are they asking us?
Okay, that's a direct ask. That's a direct ask from Sanju Verma. So before I go to Gyanendra Mishra, I have to go back to Sanju Verma again. Sanju, now you see a couple of points that come out of what Anish is saying. Number one, with that joint press conference, the MVA has underscored in pictures the unity of the alliance, which the Mahayuti has failed. On top of it, we have Ajit Pawar walking out in and out of cabinet meetings, not once, perhaps twice. And then, even the Mahayuti has troubles when it comes to seat sharing. So it's not that all is hunky-dory on your side.
वो एक कहावत है ना, बेगानी शादी में अब्दुल्ला दीवाना. That is the condition of the Maha Vikas, or should I say Maha Vinash Aghadi and its spokespersons. Let's talk hard facts here. You look at the condition, I'll come to each of the MVA components. First, let's talk about the Congress, which has been jumping up and down in desperation and frustration post the debilitating loss in Haryana, which has caught them by absolute surprise and shock. You have Nana Patole versus Bhai Jagtap. You have Bhai Jagtap, who's fighting with the Mumbai Congress chief Varsha Gaikwad. You have Varsha Gaikwad who's fighting against Prithviraj Chavan. And you have Prithviraj Chavan who's fighting against XYZ and just about everybody else. Then look at Sharad Pawar's NCP, which is a far cry from what it used to be 2 years back. Don't forget, in April 2023, Sharad Pawar's NCP lost its national party status. And to add insult to injury, one of the most powerful OBC leaders from the Sharad Pawar camp, Chhagan Bhujbal, he finally abandoned Sharad Pawar. He was always considered
Please
a
see
big
what he's saying
loyalist
about
of
your
Sharad
government.
Pawar. Can I finish? Don't get rattled. I did not heckle you. You will get your turn to speak. Don't interject me.
Okay,
So
he was making a point about Chhagan Bhujbal, I believe, Sanju.
I repeat, one of the tallest OBC leaders, particularly somebody who was very, very close to Sharad Pawar for decades together. Today, he's chosen to abandon Sharad Pawar and he is with the Mahayuti, not with Maha Aghadi. Sanjay Bhansode, he is supposed to be the Bahubali of Latur against somebody who was very close to Sharad Pawar. Today, Sanjay Bhansode is not with Sharad Pawar. He is with Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis camp. Then you have somebody called Anil Bhaidas Patil, considered to be the Bahubali of Jalgaon, who was earlier with the Maha Aghadi. Today, he is with Mahayuti. That is with the BJP-led and Shinde-led Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde combined. So my limited point is this. Whether it is Latur, whether it is Jalgaon, whether it is OBC leaders like Chhagan Bhujbal, or for that matter, whether it is Uddhav Thackeray or Dhananjay Munde, who's supposed to be a powerful leader from the Bid area, these are people who were always very, very close to either Uddhav Thackeray or Sharad Pawar, and today they've chosen to abandon Maha Aghadi because they see no future there, and they are in the public domain clearly saying that Rahul Gandhi, Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray cannot keep their flock together. So how on earth are they expected to lead Maharashtra to glory, which is what they falsely claim via false bravado, screaming from every available rooftop?
Okay.
I want to interject.
Gyanendra Mishra.
I want to say that.
Talk about Chhagan
Give me
Bhujbal now.
1 second.
Why did he
Give me
leave
1
Sharad
second
Pawar?
to respond to
Why
this.
did Chhagan
Give me
Bhujbal
1
leave
second to
Sharad
respond
Pawar?
to this.
Yeah, quickly, Anish, quickly.
Give me 1 second to respond to this. Sanju Verma has rattled off a lot of names. Let me rattle off one number. 8 out of 10 Lok Sabha seats. I don't want to say anything more. You can keep rattling off your names. We've got a track record to prove it, and we'll show it to you here in the Vidhan Sabha. I don't want to talk about whether Chhagan Bhujbal is in your alliance.
Sanju,
Please ask him. Look at the statements he's making. You please figure out whether your alliance partners.
Okay, I'll go to seat sharing. I'll go to seat sharing in a bit. Let me get in Gyanendra Mishra of the Congress also. It's understandable that the Congress party leaders there in Maharashtra would be upbeat, Gyanendra Mishra, given the kind of performance they had in the general elections. But the fact of the matter is, post Haryana, the Congress party seems to be in a pincer insofar as its allies are concerned. Forget about what Uddhav Thackeray did yesterday. He did not say that he wants to be CM, but he played a clip during his address. Look at what Sanjay Raut has said, Gyanendra Mishra, just a couple of days back, but a day after Haryana results. He has said the Sena for the past 2 months has been insisting that MV announce a CM face. And even though it wants Uddhav to be MV's CM face, the Sena is not openly saying so. Right? There is a strong lesson to be learned from the defeat of the Congress in Haryana. The MVA and Congress should take a cue from it and declare a Chief Minister face in Maharashtra. So obviously there is restlessness in Uddhav Sena, Gyanendra Mishra, about getting declared or getting Uddhav declared a Chief Minister face. The Congress obviously is facing the heat now after Haryana results.
Yes. So Abhishek, obviously, every political component in Maharashtra, including the Sena, has its own ambition. And I don't see there is any harm if they are positioning Uddhav Thackeray to be the Chief Minister, next Chief Minister, if MBA, wins in Maharashtra, which it's supposed to do so. See, the point is that declaring a CM face at this stage is neither practical nor politically viable. It is in combination of three very strong, deep-rooted party in the Maharashtra politics. You cannot rule out the strength of Sharad Pawar ji and NCP in Maharashtra. And in a similar way, Obviously, Uddhav Thackeray and the Shiv Sena, Bal Thackeray carries a lot of weight and popularity. But it is the dharma of the coalition that the leadership and who would be the next chief minister should be decided post the election result. First, you should be in a position to claim to the post, and then you decide who should be the, the face of the chief ministership. And depending on, I think it is very fair, depending on the number, the strength that all the components individually gets in Maharashtra after the election, should be the face. Suppose if the Congress is getting the maximum number of seats, or the NCP is getting the maximum number of seats, and the similar way, the Shiv Sena gets the maximum number of seats, then it should be decided with the consultation of all the relevant stakeholders that who should suits to be the to occupy the post of chief minister. It not necessarily need to be a game of numbers only, that if you have the most number of seats, then your leader should automatically be declared the chief minister. I don't think that politics plays out in this way. So depending on many other factors, it should be a very deep consultation, strategic consultation to declare who should be the face of the chief minister. And I don't think that Mahayuti has any face to talk about that there is a bickering or infighting or positioning within the MVA as far as the chief minister is concerned, because that is, I believe, more rampant and more apparent as far as the Mahayuti is concerned, where there is a total lack of confidence amongst the multiple political stalwarts, the so-called stalwarts in the Maharashtra politics, and they all are internally positioning to be the chief minister. And when you look at it, there is a huge sense of, as I said, suspicion amongst the leadership of Mahayuti, whether it is Devendra Fadnavis or Pawar Sahab is concerned, or Devendra Fadnavis is concerned, who is sulking that why he has not been made the chief minister, and why a breakaway group from Shiv Sena was made the chief minister. If that would have been the case, what was the harm in making Uddhav Thackeray the chief minister? You basically sacrificed your government. You acquire a very bad reputation of, creating divide in the political party. And then you again declared a face within the Shiv Sena as the chief minister. So the cadre of BJP in Maharashtra has consistently asking this question, that if that would have been the situation, what was the point of doing all this drama and abandoning Shiv Sena and then declaring, creating and fostering within the all the parties, whether it is NCP or whether it is Shiv Sena, and then declare a candidate as the chief minister. So these are the huge consternation which is going in the Mahayuti, and therefore you see that they have still not been able to declare who would be the chief ministerial phase, which the BJP normally does. When you look at the Haryana election, they made very clear.
Gyanendra Mishra, you got a long... Gyanendra Mishra, I think you are being overly optimistic if you think that the Congress party is going to be consulted, because the latest experiences from Uttar Pradesh, where Akhilesh Yadav, even for a bypoll, has not even bothered to consult Congress. And in fact, of the 6 candidates he has already announced, on 2, Congress had a strong demand for their candidates to be contesting, but Akhilesh Yadav has not consulted. So it's unlikely that that kind of deep consultation, as you are suggesting, is going to happen. Obviously, there is a live consultation would happen. But before I come to Sanjeev Verma, Samir Chogaonkar, are you as optimistic of the MVA succeeding in sorting out its issues as Gyanendra Mishra is?
देखिए, मैं 2 बातें यहाँ पर अभिषेक कहना चाहूँगा। नंबर 1, जो अभी ज्ञानेंद्र जिस बातों का जिक्र कर रहे थे, देखिए कांग्रेस के बारे में बोल रहे थे, कांग्रेस की स्थिति देखिए आप। कांग्रेस अभी कुछ महीने पहले विधान परिषद के चुनाव महाराष्ट्र के अंदर हुए थे, कांग्रेस के कितने एमएलए ने क्रॉस वोटिंग की? तो कांग्रेस की स्थिति महाराष्ट्र में ऐसी कि कांग्रेस अपने एमएलए को साथ में रख के नहीं रख पा रही है। विधानसभा चुनाव में कांग्रेस को उसकी स्थिति का पता पड़ जाएगा। जहां तक अगर मैं महायुति की बात करूं, देवेंद्र फडणवीस एकनाथ शिंदे गठबंधन की सरकार की अगर मैं बात करता हूं, तो देखिए अगर महाराष्ट्र में अगर देखें तो देवेंद्र फडणवीस सबसे बड़े नेता है, सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता है। और 5 साल का देवेंद्र फडणवीस का जो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड रहा है मुख्यमंत्री 2014 से लेकर 2019 तक का, वह बहुत शानदार कार्यकाल रहा है। तो महाराष्ट्र की जनता चाहती है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता चाहते हैं और राष्ट्रीय सेवक संघ के स्वयंसेवक चाहते हैं कि देवेंद्र फडणवीस फिर महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री बने। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर देवेंद्र फडणवीस को मुख्यमंत्री बनाकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव में जाती है तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी स्पष्ट बहुमत की सरकार बना लेगी। या भारतीय जनता पार्टी को तय करना है कि देवेंद्र फडणवीस को मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में पहले घोषित करना है या चुनाव के बाद देवेंद्र फडणवीस को मुख्यमंत्री।
Okay, both Anish and Gyanendra want to come. There's a question, but actually that Sanju should be answering. So I will come to Anish after I go to Sanju. Sanju, you see, it's not an easy task to handle. You know, everyone remembers Devendra Fadnavis taking that oath as Deputy Chief Minister. Nobody would have said that he is looking very happy. Hannah? And now Ajit Pawar walking in, walking out. You did not answer the question last time when Anish threw it at you. Ajit Pawar walking in and walking out of the cabinet after the general election, saying he regrets making his wife contest against sister Supriya. I think, and the fact that there are a lot of NCP, Ajit Pawar leaders who have gone back to the Sharad Pawar umbrella, I think it's not actually that rosy a picture for you also, Sanju.
You know, Abhishek, let me be very clear. I am no longer amused by the fact that भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव हारती है, तब भी सवाल भारतीय जनता पार्टी से पूछा जाता है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव जीतती है, तब भी सवाल भारतीय जनता पार्टी से ही पूछा जाता है। You know, I'm happy that people have decided to be so questioning of us in terms of raising the bar that high for us, in terms of being exacting of how BJP should perform. But this is not about BJP. Let's first and foremost get this very clear that barely 2 years back, 73% of Uddhav Thackeray's legislators abandoned him and moved over to Mahayuti. 67% of Sharad Pawar's legislators abandoned him and moved over to Mahayuti. So the first point is both Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar, driven by Putra Moh and Putri Moh, have failed to keep their flock together. My second point, and very important one, which will answer many questions. This is a news which is barely 4 months old. I have this here. I'm reading ad verbatim from a report of a major newspaper which says that things are so bad, despite the Congress doing well in Lok Sabha 2024. Things are so bad that 16 senior leaders of the Congress, including Chandrakant Handore, Janardhan Chandurkar, Bhai Jagtap, Naseem Khan, Suresh Shetty, Madhu Chavan, Charan Singh Sapra, Zakir Ahmed, and Amarjit Manhas, they have written a letter to KC Venugopal and Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge saying that if Varsha Gaikwad continues as the Mumbai Pradesh Congress chief, it is curtains down for the Maha Vinash Aghadi in the Maharashtra Assembly election. This is a letter from June 2024. Has any action been taken by Mallikarjun Kharge to restore some semblance of sanity in Congress ranks? No. So first and foremost, before questioning the BJP, let the Maha Vinash Aghadi do introspection, look at your own backyard. Point number 2, and very importantly, I think everybody needs to understand this very quickly. Prior to the UP 2022 Assembly polls, people said, अरे योगी आदित्यनाथ को दोबारा मुख्यमंत्री घोषित नहीं किया, इस बार तो बीजेपी हारेगी, अखिलेश यादव वापस आएंगे. For the first time in 37 years, the incumbent chief minister romped back to power. And then ditto happened in Uttarakhand. People said, oh, Pushkar Singh Dhami was made the chief minister barely a few months in the run-up to Uttarakhand polls. Is baar to BJP haregi. And what happened? For the first time in 27 years, the incumbent, led by Dhami, romped back to power in Uttarakhand. And let me remind you that the BJP does not have a history of necessarily naming a chief ministerial candidate. Did we name a chief ministerial candidate for Rajasthan? No. Did we name a chief ministerial candidate for Haryana? No. Did we name a chief ministerial candidate even for Madhya Pradesh, where we were ruling for more than 20 years? No. And it's there for you to see. It's not Shivraj Singh Chauhan, but Mohan Yadav, who's now at the helm of affairs. So we believe कि lotus par chhap lagao. Chief Ministerial candidate is incidental to the larger scheme of things.
Okay, understood. Fair enough. It's an easy way out for you to say that, like we did in these states, we are not good. In a way, you are telling the opposition in Maharashtra that the BJP does not have the culture of naming a chief minister face, so we are not going to do that in Maharashtra. Also, you could have said that there is already a structure which exists, which is that Eknath Shinde is the chief minister, Maha Devendra Fadnavis is the deputy chief minister. But Gyanendra Mishra, coming to you, the way things look, particularly after the Haryana results, nobody of your allies are trusting you. I mean, we have seen the kind of statements that have come in from the SP, the RJD, the Shiv Sena, Uddhav group, the NC, among others. And today, of course, another one from an unofficial ally, the BKU, Bharatiya Kisan Union, which we are, of course, discussing on the other side of this debate. But Gyanendra Mishra, the Congress seems to be in a weak position now to be dictating terms in the alliance in any manner.
So, Abhishek ji, I believe that it is basically a welcoming symbol that it is India alliance is a very democratic alliance. It is not dominated or controlled by one political party like the NDA alliance is, where BJP is a boss party and every other alliance will have to listen to BJP. This time, obviously, BJP came to 248 only, and therefore some importance, some recognition are being given to its allies.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there was no mentioning of any allies as far as the NDA government is concerned.
Okay.
Now, I look at it as a welcoming position that the different partners of India alliance are concerned about the success of the alliance, and wherever they feel
is the Congress concerned is the question, Gyanendra Mishra. Allies are concerned that the Congress does not seem to be concerned at all.
No, the Congress is, Abhishek ji, that the result in Haryana is as surprising for anybody to comment upon. And therefore, what went wrong there is an internal party discussion which is being held, that what has been wrong there, that the party which was supposed to everywhere, including you, across the political thought process, people were saying that the Congress is going to form the government, but it has not yet. But it doesn't mean that the Congress has lost its position as being a dominant political force within the India alliance, being the only party with pan-India presence, pan-India strength.
But we're talking about Maharashtra, we're not talking about pan-India. We're talking about Maharashtra, Gyanendra Mishra, but Anish, the unsaid boss of the MBA obviously happens to be Sharad Pawar, your party leader.
We're no bosses. We don't claim such unsaid boss titles. We are an alliance partner just like our other alliance partners, and we're fighting this election together. But let me come in here very quickly.
No, my question, let me complete my question. My question. My question was that, though of course Sharad Pawar has not made any statement insofar as leader of the MVA or the chief ministerial face is concerned, would he not want, for example, Supriya Sule to take the battle now?
1 second. By the way, we've been the only party that has said that we are not in the race for chief ministership. We're the only party that has said we do not want to stake claim to the chief minister's chair, and have said that we'll see what happens after the election. So right now, I think there is immense clarity. Let me give you a few examples. Sanju Verma started off the show by saying there was an isolated incident of Baba Siddique being killed in broad sort of public at 9 p.m. in Bandra in Mumbai. But that's not the case. Just a week ago in Baikala, another NCP Ajit Pawar leader, Mr. Kurmi, was stabbed to death and murdered. Just a few months ago, Abhijit Ghosalkar, a senior UBT leader, was shot dead on a Facebook Live. Just a few weeks ago, you saw the Badlapur sort of disgusting sexual assault of toddlers, in which an encounter justice was celebrated by no less than the Home Minister of Maharashtra with a poster around the state that said Badlapura with a gun next to his head. Just a few days ago in Pune, where I am currently, where I've just addressed a campaign meeting, you had the sexual assault, a gang rape of a child in Bobdev Ghat, for which no information is pending despite visits by Supriyatai and Mr. Pawar to the site. The people of Maharashtra have decided they don't care about who's the chief minister. They want this government out. And the one cry that you're hearing on the street is, "Ya sarkarcha karaycha kai, khali doka var pay." You can't translate it literally in Marathi to English, but the simplest thing is that this government has to be voted out, and they will press whatever the symbol of the Mahavikas Aghadi is, like they did in the Lok Sabha election, in the Vidhan Sabha election, and a chief minister from the Mahavikas Aghadi will come to power.
Okay, fair enough. I don't want this, Sanju, I don't want this to turn into a law and order debate because... I gave you the opportunity to speak on that at the very beginning, in fact, Sanju. What I can break is that another arrest has happened in the Baba Siddique case. The third assailant has been arrested by Mumbai police. Remember, two have already been in custody for effectively 24 hours now since the killing happened in Bandra. And this is the breaking news development. In fact, in the Siddique murder probe, the cops have made third key arrest. Remember, there were 4 assailants, 2 were on the run. Praveen Lonkar from Pune has been arrested, and investigation proceeding apace. Lawrence Bishnoi gang angle has emerged after the gang itself claimed responsibility for carrying out the killing. The police, of course, is not closing other possible theories, including business rivalry. And investigation moving on. Third arrest being made of Praveen Lonkar from Pune. But moving on, I would say I have come to the end of this conversation on Maharashtra. Thank you so much, Anish and Gyanendra Mishra and Samir Chagaukar for joining us. Sanju stays with me for the conversation on the other side, on the Congress versus BJP on Haryana, and most importantly, the bluff that has been called today of farmers' protest being organic in any manner, because Gurnam Singh Chaduni of the Bharatiya Kisan Union has come out and said that they created a hawa, they created an atmosphere, they did all the spade work for the Congress party, and yet the Congress failed because of its leadership and the arrogance with which Bhupender Singh Hooda conducted himself. In fact, Chaduni has gone on to say that Bhupender Singh Hooda should not be made the leader of opposition because he has hardly acted like one, not just during the campaign, but for the last 10 years since the BJP has been in power in Haryana and, of course, has come back again. So let's listen into what BKU's Gurnam Singh Chaduni has said, exposing the Congress there, and then I come back for a conversation.
At the helm of these anti-India protests at the Haryana-Delhi borders in 2020 to 2021 was the Bharatiya Kisan Union. The same Bharatiya Kisan Union has officially admitted to having worked for the Congress in Haryana.
मैं ये मानता हूँ कि जो भूपेंद्र हुड्डा है वो अति बुद्धिहीन है। हरियाणा में जो माहौल बनाया कांग्रेस के पक्ष में वो हमने बनाया था, वो किसान वर्ग ने बनाया था। किसान चलो मेरे को नहीं दी थी, दूसरे 2 किसान लीडरों को दे देता, कम से कम लोगों के अंदर ये तो जाता कि हाँ अब किसानों का कौन है जी, बीजेपी वैसे किसानों की तो हमने कांग्रेस नजदीक नहीं लगाती, फिर कहाँ जाएंगे जी। इसलिए हम आप खड़े हुए, रमेश दलाल खड़ा हुआ, हर्ष शिकारा खड़ा हुआ, मैं खड़ा हुआ, और भी कई लोग प्रयास में थे लेकिन वो नहीं हो पाए।
With this, the Congress's hands in gloves and back channel alliance with the same farmers' union is now exposed. But the situation has become far worse since the defeat. Not only has Congress been exposed, but the sneakish election strategy in Haryana under Rahul Gandhi's leadership has boomeranged. Political farmers like the Bharatiya Kisan Union, whom the Congress vocally supported in the farmers' protest against the centre over farm laws, are openly speaking against the Congress leadership. Notably, Gurnam Singh Charuni, who contested from Pihowa seat in Haryana, was also defeated against Congress candidate Mandeep Chatta.
मैं बता रहा हूँ ना, सबसे बड़ी वजह ये रही कि इसने किसी से समझौता नहीं किया और कांग्रेस ने इसके ऊपर छोड़ दी। और अब भी मैं आपके माध्यम से कहना चाहता हूँ कांग्रेस हाईकमान को कि अब भी जो विपक्ष का नेता बनाना है वो भूपेंद्र हुड्डा को ना बनाए, क्योंकि पिछले 10 सालों में भूपेंद्र हुड्डा ने विपक्ष की भूमिका नहीं निभाई। किसान यूनियन ने विपक्ष की भूमिका निभाई थी, भूपेंद्र हुड्डा ने विपक्ष की भूमिका नहीं निभाई। और अगर आगे भी ऐसा रहा तो फिर आगे भी मत उम्मीद करना कि कांग्रेस का राज आएगा। अच्छी भूमिका निभानी पड़ेगी विपक्ष की इनको, और वो मजबूत विपक्ष चाहिए, उसके लिए लड़ने वाला आदमी इनको आगे करना पड़ेगा।
Congress now finds itself in an ironic situation in Haryana.
All right, Sanju continues to be with us from the earlier debate. Also joining us, Vikram Kasana, Youth President of the BKU Chaduni from Haryana in a bit. And we have Romesh Sabarwal of the Congress joining us live from Delhi. I would want to begin with you, Mr. Sabarwal. This is big, actually. BKU, Gurnam Singh Chaduni saying, we did the hard work on the ground, Congress did nothing and yet failed. Maybe that is the reason why the Congress party failed. But you see that everyone is holding a mirror to the Congress party, Mr. Sabarwal, post the Haryana results.
No. He is saying that Mr. Huda has not listened to their voices, you know. They want tickets with the assembly elections. I realize what he's saying is right, you know. We should have given them a tickets, and we will definitely, I heard him regarding the leader of the opposition, we'll definitely keep in mind the sentiments of the farmers. Ultimately, the farmers are very important for the country and very important for the Haryana and very important for the party also. But mostly the farmers are very important for the country. That is the most important. We should listen to their sentiments. And we, the Congress party, believes in that, because this country, basically, we are depending totally. We have always respected the farmers. The Congress party has always done that. I apologize if there is something wrong has been done. I will definitely convey the sentiments of the BKU to the High Command. I will try my level best to see that they should get justice, and the Congress party should not do a mistake again. We apologize for that.
Okay, that's a very honest and candid admission there, Mr. Sabarwal. But also, there is a very damning expose, so to say, in that soundbite, which I think you can't dodge, which is that he's saying farmers' protest be created so that Congress, there is a hawa for the Congress party. You know, the farmers' protests were not organic, natural, on their own, and not for farmers. They were to get Congress to power.
No, they were agitating all the genuine issues, you know, which brutally the Modi government was killing them, regarding the farmers' law and the way in which the undemocratic means were made to stop them to come to Delhi, you know. It's so much bad, you know. It has never happened since the independence. We always respected our andatas. I don't know what happened to Mr. Modi's style of working the government. I was listening to listening to this. I feel that we should respect the sentiments, whether A party or B party. We must respect the farmers at any cost. We should not involve them into the dirty politics also. And we will definitely improve ourselves with the relationship with the farmers more stronger.
May I come in?
Okay, Sanju, you come in. But you have to also answer, you see, this should discomfort the BJP a bit, because he's saying the farmers were on the side of the Congress. No farmer you would see on the side of the BJP. And now that the Congress is lost, where would they go? So I don't know whether Gurnam Singh Charuni can be taken as the most important farmer leader, because he has lost himself with only 1170 votes. But then he is expressing a sentiment which some section of the farmers perhaps would share, that they see Congress as a natural ally, not the BJP.
You know, Abhishek, that's a very interesting and pertinent question, and let me answer your question without any ifs or buts and without shoving the uncomfortable truth under the carpet. Mr. Ramesh Sabharwal has been gracious to say that, he will take the feedback from the ground to the Congress High Command. That is the Congress's lookout. I don't want to comment on that. But what I certainly want your audience to know is this. This whole Mahal business, which Gurnam Singh Chaduni has admitted. Gurnam Singh Chaduni of Bharatiya Kisan Union has a political party called Sanyukta Sangharsh Party. First and foremost, Sanyukta Sangharsh Party has been routed in the Haryana polls. Ditto was the case in the Punjab polls when Gurnam Singh Chaduni's party had participated and Balbir Singh Rajewal, another tall farmer leader, he had also participated. His party also failed to get a single seat and was routed. So the first point I'm making is that not everybody who says that I'm representing the larger cause of farmers is actually telling you the whole truth. Point number 2, this whole narrative कि बीजेपी के खिलाफ जवान भी है, बीजेपी के खिलाफ किसान भी है, बीजेपी के खिलाफ पहलवान भी है. That was absolute balderdash. जय जवान, जय किसान, जय पहलवान बीजेपी के लिए सिर्फ जुमले वाली बात नहीं है. It is a work ethic which is in action, and the best example of the fact that we have been with farmers is the fact that today more than 10 crore farmers have benefited to the tune of more than 3.45 lakh crore with money going directly into their bank accounts via PM Kisan Yojana. More than 35 crore insurance applications have been processed for the farming community under the Pradhan Mantri insurance scheme, which takes care of farmers when their crops are damaged. And I think farmers are very smart. They saw that 1,200 farmers committed suicide in Karnataka. Rahul Gandhi ke muh mein Fevicol jam gaya. They saw that farmers protested in Hanumangarh in 2021 in Rajasthan when Ashok Gehlot was the Chief Minister, and Hanumangarh में farmers के खिलाफ लाठी चार्ज किया था अशोक गहलोत की सरकार ने तब 2021 में, and राहुल गांधी के मुंह में तब भी फेविकॉल जम गया था. And very recently, Abhishek, barely 4 weeks back, farmers were protesting for free electricity which had been promised to them by Rahul Gandhi in the run-up to Telangana assembly polls. And what did Revanth Reddy's government do? Revanth Reddy's government actually lathi charged farmers who were only asking for free electricity which had been promised to them. Farmers have understood Congress का खटाखट model सिर्फ इनको बरगलाने का एक तरीका है. So farmers have wisened up to the fact यदि anyone can give deliverables on the ground and take them to their logical conclusion, it is only one party which has pan-India presence. That is the Modi government, the BJP, and Narendra Modi's leadership is what farmers have reposed their trust in unequivocally, which is showcased by the Haryana results, where our vote share is the highest ever in the last 20 years at a solid 40%. No party has ever won Haryana elections thrice in a row. It is a record in post-independent India, showcasing that the Modi juggernaut is unstoppable.
Okay. Mr. Sabharwal, you are saying that farmers are with you. Gurnam Singh Chaduni, of course, for his politics, suggesting the same, that typically the farmers would be with the BJP, with the Congress. But the fact of the matter is, even today I was going through a report which suggested that farmers are protesting in Punjab. Though, of course, you are not in power there in Punjab, but it's your ally, the Aam Aadmi Party, Mr. Sabharwal. And the farmers are protesting because they are not getting due share or reasonable price for their crop. And these protests are going on in Punjab, Mr. Sabharwal. So it's not that the farmers are happy in governments which are ruled by either you or your allies.
By alliance. No, we are equally concerned what you are saying. We'll definitely take up the issue with our allies partner. Whether we never fought election of the assembly in alliance with the and the parliament also in Punjab, but still, they are our party is a part of India Alliance. I will request my party high command to immediately take up the matter, the leader of the opposition of the Congress party, to take up the issue of the farmers. They should get justice, because we are always pro-andatas. We are not the party who puts the nails on the keels on the by disallowing them to enter the capital of India from all the parts or surrounding all the borders of Delhi. What they have done, the BJP, the whole country knows. The whole country knows this also, what the EVM is helping them. The whole country knows that we have the equal number of votes in Haryana, despite that they have done the hera fairy, the black magic. They will be exposed. God is there. God will definitely expose Mr. Modi and his coterie, you know. One day will come.
Farmers not getting their due for their paddy. What has Modi to do with that? Because it's about Punjab, you see. Punjab farmers on Sunday blocked roads and squatted on rail tracks at many places in the state.
Sir,
it's the procurement which is not happening.
I need to come in.
Sir,
I'll come to you, Sanju. Let Mr. Sabharwal complete. I'll come to you. Let him complete. I'll come to you. Mr. Sabharwal, what does Modi government to do? Is this procurement happening in the state?
No, I'm just saying that we will definitely take up the matter with the Punjab government and we'll see that they should get the justice.
You think your allies would listen to you? You did not listen to them when the seat sharing was happening in Haryana. You are not spoken to when Akhilesh Yadav has to decide bipole seats. Who is talking to you, Mr. Sabharwal? Nobody, your allies are talking to you.
Sir, everybody, sir, you don't worry. Everybody is talking to us and we are talking to them. We are all brothers. We have to save the country.
It does not help you and you get exposed in friendly fire where Gurnam Singh Chadhuni, you know, Mr. Sabharwal, seems to be trying to be a good friend of the Congress High Command in saying that Bhupendra Singh Hooda is a buddhihin leader, he should not be trusted as much as you did, and that he should not be made leader of opposition. And it's not helping you, because in saying so, Chadhuni has exposed the entire game plan of the farmers' protest. Sanju Verma, you see, this whole thing of a lobby working to create disruption in the country clearly comes out of this, because these farmers' protests were a sham. They had political agenda, they had political objective, and that's what Gurnam Singh Chadhuni is saying. We did it for the Congress party.
Mr. Sabharwal, the good thing about debating with you is you don't heckle. I did not heckle you. Now please extend the courtesy to me. You know, I did not interject you when you were making some reckless allegations. First and foremost, Bhagwan sab dekh raha hai. Bhagwan sab dekh raha hai. Isliye for the first time in 62 years, the incumbent Prime Minister romped back to victory and became Prime Minister for the third time in a row, which has never happened for the longest time in over 7 decades in post-independent India. The second point, ये जो EVM को बार-बार घसीटना है, जब भी कांग्रेस पार्टी चुनाव हारती है, कर्नाटका जीते तो EVM सही है, तेलंगाना जीते तो EVM सही है, आम आदमी पार्टी पंजाब जीती तो EVM सही है, जब नहीं तो मुझे भी खत्म करने दीजिए मिस्टर सबरवाल। प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जब कांग्रेस नहीं जीतती, इनका रवैया है अंगूर खट्टे हैं। प्लीज कम आउट ऑफ दिस अंगूर खट्टे हैं मेंटालिटी। एंड माय लास्ट पॉइंट इज दिस, you know, EVMs, and I have discussed this with Arnab Goswami, Abhishek's colleague, on umpteen debates. It is not virtually next to, but it is impossible to hack into EVMs because they are protected by double randomization. First, when EVMs are distributed to assembly booths, and then from assembly booths to individual polling booths. Thanks to double randomization, EVMs को hack करना नामुमकिन ही नहीं, बिल्कुल मुश्किल है। ये बात तो कांग्रेस हाईकमान कान खोलकर सुन ले। My final point is this: in Haryana, look at this. BJP retained 26 of its seats which it had won in 2019, and what happened? 8 out of 12 seats where Rahul Gandhi campaigned, the Congress lost, which means Rahul Gandhi has a failure strike rate of 67%.
Okay.
Pichli baar, in 2019, out of 19 Dalit seats, the BJP had won only 4. This time we won 10 out of the 19 Dalit-centric seats. Iska matlab,
Okay, Sanju.
ब्राह्मण भी हमारे साथ थे, नॉन जाटव दलित भी हमारे साथ थे, पहलवान भी हमारे साथ थे, और विनेश फोगाट को आप लेकर तो आए, but she could not bring you to the finishing line.
Sanju, we have had this conversation.
वही धरे के धरे रह गए, आप धरे के धरे रह गए.
We have had this conversation, Sanju.
Humiliating defeat. You had a humiliating defeat.
We have analyzed the Haryana verdict all through the week since the results came, Sanju.
You are saying that you formed a committee with K.C. Venugopal and Ajay Maken to look into the Congress Haryana poll debacle. But
Yes, let Mr. Sabharwal answer that, Sanju. What committee is going to do, Mr. Sabharwal? It's written on the wall why the Congress party failed in Haryana. The leadership failed its cadres, and all the centralization that was done in Bhupinder Singh Huda's hands has resulted in the kind of election verdict you have got, Mr. Sabharwal. Quick 10 seconds, I'm running out of time.
So I've written a letter to the High Command that we should have a fact-finding committee on the Haryana elections, the malpractices of the Election Commission also.
Would they look into what? Would they look into the manner the tickets were distributed by the Huda camp?
No, they should.
look into your own backyard, please. Stop blaming the Election Commission.
Both, all issues. All issues.
Okay, so you have
issues.
accepted,
And
Mr.
these
Sabharwal, that the
people
problem
who
was with the manner in which the Congress party ran its campaign in Haryana and not the electronic voting machines, which on the day of the results, the Congress leaders sought to present a picture of. On that note, I have run out of time. I have run out of time. Thank you so much, so Sanju Verma and Mr. Ramesh Sabharwal for joining us. We're run out of time completely, and short break, news and live and breaking is on the other side. And of course, Arnab Goswami is back with the debate at 8 p.m. Super Prime Time Max tomorrow. Join in.